is water or
gin. So let's start with the start. How did you develop this project? How did it begin?
I think 3 years ago they want to change the way they found the projects in Romania. Now we have a system like in France. If you want to do a CNC, and you have to pass a sort of contest with a script, and they want to make to change and to pass with a decoupage. So I was against this new project of law, but this at one point at the end didn't happen, which is good. But at the same time, it remembers me the way that I started to learn cinema, because I was in the school and I started to study in '99, and back there we worked all the time on print, but because we don't have too much footage, we supposed to came after the script to our teachers with a decoupage, and all the time I was. If you want, I was chronometrate my scenes back home, and I was trying to see if it's. And all my, at the end of the day, I think all my projects in the school, I was, and even after they were made in a way with this limit of all the time you have to. My graduation movie, when I finished the school, it was finished with the. Rushes from American movies because I finished my I finished my coat. Normally you have 40 minutes of print, and you have to do like a movie of 7 minutes. But all the time I was making it longer, and anyway, and I started in a way from this point, you know.
So there was changes, and it reminded you of this, and that kind of was the germ of the story, or?
No, I was asking the way I learned to cinema.
Oh.
And this law and this project of the law brings me in this situation in a way to remember the way that I started to make cinema, and this type of, in a way of hunger and of limits, poverty, if you want, yeah.
So that's how you had the idea of the minimal amount of shots, and each one kind of roughly a similar duration to kind of create the rhythm of this film?
Otherwise, the story, after this, the story was changing a lot. I think I wrote like, I had like 7, 8 drafts of script, and becoming, that was the starting point. You know.
But it's being presented digitally, even though it was shot on.
Yeah, because unfortunately you don't have many theaters with 35. And, when I had the occasion, I wanted to be on 35 because I think the print I made also the DCP, but the print it's better for me.
So did you feel any hesitation about doing a film about a filmmaker, or was that kind of an exciting component of the film?
Thinking at the starting point, in a way it was maybe I was doubting at one point, but in the same time I felt it like necessary in a way, to question in a way my method, to ask about this, Yeah, maybe I had some moments at one point, but at the end I did it, so doesn't matter.
Were you injecting a lot of your own experiences into the film? I know that you cite Antonioni as an influence, and Antonioni is one of the filmmakers mentioned in the film. How much of it pertains to your own experiences?
Particularly to my experiences, there are things that maybe sometimes I'm quite, how could I say, I'm so precise, and these are things that, but I never cheat my wife with an actress, so there are things that from my way of making movies, but in the same time, it's not one by one, if you want.
Well, that's a.
But there is also this type of obsession of reality, and long takes, and there are things that that I'm concerned in my movies, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that it starts with a conversation about a nude scene. Is that kind of injecting some humor off the top, or is it more to kind of distill the specific interests of this particular director?
That scene, it's a way of, I was thinking that scene like to describe a little a certain type of relation between an actress and a director, and for me it's quite a funny scene with his I don't know, his pretension.
Yeah.
And, yeah.